Hi friends. Welcome to CAD Magics. Today I am back with a very useful AutoCAD dynamic block tutorial. And also with a bonus LISP file. In my previous tutorial video on title, AutoCAD Coordinate Systems Explained, I have shared how we can extract AutoCAD coordinate to external Excel file and also how we can import coordinates from Excel to AutoCAD. You can have a look on this video too for clear knowledge about AutoCAD coordinate system. In that video, I have provided a download link for this dynamic block too. This dynamic block, which we can see here, displays X and Y coordinate of a location point of its peak point. We can just copy or move it from one place to another. And upon typing our E for reason, we can see the coordinates updates automatically. We can flip with this flip parameter. Stretch it with this grip point. And move it by its location point. So, today I am going to share how we can make that block by ourselves. Again, if you just want to download it, you can simply click at the link shared at description. So, let's start. We will prepare a dynamic block which is similar to this block. This block will contain two lines, two attribute text, a rectangle for text boundary, a solid white hatch for this text background and a symbol to show the point symbol. Let's draw two continuous lines. Remember, it should not be a polyline. So type L and press enter. Click somewhere and again 2 clicks like this. Now let's type ATT for attribute text and press enter. Here we'll just leave this side as you can see. At attribute tag, let's type X coordinates. At prompt, 0. And at default, let's type X equals 0. At justification, let's select middle left. Text height 2 and rotation 0. Then select this 0 at default and right-click and click on Insert Field. Here at Field Category, let's select Object. At Object Type, click at this Object Select button. Then click on the first line. Here we can see our selected object type. It's line. So in the property, let's select the start to see the property of starting of this line. We can select the required format and precision here. Here we only select X. Because if we select both X and Y here, we will get the comma separated coordinate and we will not be able to separate them for arranging. Now click OK. Now we can see our X coordinate of starting point of our line here. Click OK. Now click for placing the X coordinate text. We can rearrange it too. This text will display X coordinate only after we make a block. Similarly for Y coordinate, we'll repeat same process. Let's type ATT for attribute text and press enter. Here we'll just leave this side as you can see. At attribute tag, let's type Y coordinates. At prompt, 0. And at default, let's type Y equals 0. At justification, let's select middle left. Text height 2 and rotation 0. Then select this 0 at default and right-click and click on Insert Field. Here at Field Category, let's select Object. At Object Type, click at this Object Select button. Then click on the first line again. Here we can see our selected object type. It's line. Again, in the property, let's select the start to see the property of starting of this line. We can select the required format and precision. Now let's switch the selection from X to Y. Now click OK. Now we can see our Y coordinate of starting point of our line here. Click OK. Now click for placing the Y coordinate text. Arrange it. This text will display Y coordinate after we make a block. Now let's change color or these texts. Let's create a solid background hatch. Create a rectangle with our EC command. Draw a rectangle and hatch it. Let's send the hatch to back so that text will be visible. And if we need a symbol at the location point, we can make one at the first end of this line. Now we have all the components for our block. So let's turn them into a block. Type B and press Enter. Let's give it a name, say CO1. Click here at Select Object and select all the components of our block and press Enter. Then click Pick Point for base point. Click at this end of our block. Select Convert to Block and click OK. We can see the values here. Click OK. Now we have usable dynamic block which changes its coordinates automatically after regenerating. But we still don't have functions for stretching this line or flipping this block. Without them our block will not be easy to use. So let's add them too. For that select our block and type BE to get inside Block Editor. Select our block, click OK. Now at the parameters, let's select point and click at this bend first and then click towards this right direction. Then let's go to the actions and click at Stretch Action. Then select our parameter, that is this one, and click for area to be stretched. Then select the elements to be stretched. Now let's close this block editor. Save the changes. Now let's check if it works. Click at this corner grip and move the cursor. The line is stretched and the text is moved accordingly. So it's working. But to bring the text to left side, we still have problem. So let's add a flip parameter. Again select this block and type BE to get inside Block Editor. Again, at parameter click at flip parameter. Let's click vertically either above or below out point symbol. And again click for flipping line towards up or down. Then click for flip text somewhere. Now let's go to the actions and click at this flip action. Then select our parameter first and then select all the elements and press Enter. Now we can close the block editor and check. We can try flip, move and stretch this block. And upon regenerating with our E command, we get the coordinates updated automatically. So now our dynamic block looks complete. And I have brought a LISP file here which can plot the required block at every ends of the polyline at once without missing any point. But, before we learn about the bonus LISP command, did you subscribe the channel? Let me tell you, I create practical AutoCAD tutorials to help you level up your drafting skills one step at a time. There are more useful tutorials on my channel and still more videos are on the way, so make sure don't miss any. I have put some effort to bring this useful tutorials up to you people. So I like to request you to like, share and subscribe this video to others and support this channel too. Okay, I also have brought a useful LISP file for this video. Let's say we have a survey map of electricity transmission line where we have polyline which connects from pole to pole. So we need to show the symbol of poles at every ends. We will certainly take lots of time if we try this manually one by one. And also we might miss some points. So, here we can see a LISP file. Well, if you are new for the term, LISP. A LISP file is a text file containing code written in the LISP programming language. LISP files are commonly used to store functions, macros, and other code structures that can be loaded and executed within a LISP environment, such as in AutoCAD or other applications that support LISP. I have named it CAD Magics, which is my YouTube channel name, and in bracket there is insert blocks at every vertex written. Let's copy it with Ctrl+C. Then type AP and press Enter at AutoCAD. Right-click somewhere here and click Paste. Give the administrative permission. Then select it and click at this Load. We can see our CAD Magics LISP file is successfully loaded here. Now close this dialog box. Now by loading the LISP file here we have activated the IDAV command in our AutoCAD file, which means insert blocks at vertex. But to plot the block, let's make a block first. Let's name it poles. So, let's type IBAV and press enter. Then type the name of our block POLES and press enter. Then select the polylines for which we are plotting the blocks. Press enter after selection is complete. We have successfully plotted all the blocks at every vertex of our selected polylines. Similarly, we can carry on for the building corners too. Just type IBAV and press enter. Type block name POLES and press enter and select all the polylines and press enter. And that's all. I hope this tutorial and LISP file will somehow be useful for drafters and designers. You can simply click on the link shared below to download the ready-made block and LISP file. And I still have hundreds of useful LISP files at my backup. As you can see, my channel is very new. Do not hesitate to support by sharing. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks. If you found this tutorial helpful, and if you have any questions or need more clarification, drop your views in the comments below and we can discuss. For now, thanks for watching, and keep drafting passion alive.